when it's looked at.
You have to refresh my memory, just going from the flight number. I don't remember. Where did that plane crash?
Well, it's the one that hit the Pentagon.
Okay.
But
you probably said that at the beginning. I didn't catch that.
But there's all these discrepancies, and a number of professional pilots have got together and they've analyzed this data. And
all right, Jeffrey. Well, I'm sorry, I'm right in the middle of something here, and my boss is looking at me like, "Where did I go?" I just came in here to check my voicemail. I saw that I had a voicemail, and your phone was, and the phone was ringing. So
yeah. Well, all the questions, you'll be able to find the questions on that page that I gave you, and if you could get back to me, that I would really appreciate it. Like, answering these questions would put to rest a lot of discrepancies that people have.
Okay.
So I don't see why it would.
Well, it's the first time I'm aware of it, and so I just we'll have to check around here and get back with you, because it's just catching me out of the blue, and I'm right in the middle of something. So.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean to catch you off guard or anything, but thank you very
Jeffrey,
much.
All right, Jeffrey, we will get back in touch with you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land back tight.
Okay, but what I needed was specific questions answered according to the flight data recorder analysis that you guys...
Yeah, and we can't elaborate on this. We did this work on behalf of another agency, as you know. So we cannot elaborate on the information we put out here.
So you have no answers to the discrepancies that are involved with the analysis that you put out?
I have no comment on the existence of discrepancies. What we've done is we've put out the work product that we provided to the FBI that is available to you. Because it is not our investigation, we cannot elaborate beyond it.
Like, I was told to get a hold of Jim Ritter, since he was the one who signed off on the analysis. I have the PDF file, and if you guys are signing off saying this is the complete, like, if this is the actual flight data recorder, and you release this information, and these pilots and analyze this information, are coming with all these contradictions and everything. So there's nobody that are going to be able to answer any of these questions?
That's right. We're not elaborating on these reports, factual reports.
But how could they be factual reports if there's contradictions and discrepancies in everything that's within this report?
Well, you're welcome to your opinion.
It's not an opinion, it's a fact.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into a discussion. But you're welcome to read the information that we provided. The work product that we provided to the FBI is available to you. We're not accounting for anything. We're giving you the information that we have read out of the recorder, and we've made it public to anybody who wants to read it.
But okay, so obviously then the people that you have working for you don't know what they're talking about? Is that what we've come down to?
You can make any characterization you want, sir. All I can tell you is we've released what we can under the law, and we cannot elaborate on it. Any questions about the 9/11 investigation, save what we've been able to put out.
Well, I just don't understand how you'd have nobody there that could answer questions just to get some contradictions resolved. Like, if this
that's our policy. We're not in a position to discuss an investigation that was under someone else's jurisdiction.
But the person that signed off on the analysis that you did, shouldn't he have the answers?
You can, sir. We go around this 50 times. I'm telling you what the policy is and what our requirements are under the law.
Well, how about you as a citizen of the United States? Don't you care about what really happened?
I'm not here to talk about my personal feelings. I'm a spokesman for an agency, and our policy is we've done work for another agency. We have on the Freedom of Information published some of that work. It is available to you. cannot elaborate on it.
But
On our investigation, we cannot elaborate on the information that was provided on behalf of another agency.
So basically, there's nothing at the NTSB that can help me.
That's correct. And we cannot elaborate on it. That's just the way it is.
Well, you yourself, are you aware of the...
I'm going to hang up now because otherwise I'll be here till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Well, thank you very much for contacting me and taking time to... All right, you have a good day. All right, thank you. Bye.
According to the government story, American Airlines Flight 77 took off from Washington Dulles International Airport at 8:20 in the morning on September 11, 2001. It climbed to an altitude of 35,000 feet and was reportedly hijacked within a little over 3 minutes' time by means of box cutters, sending the flight crew to the back of the aircraft, according to Ted Olson, husband of passenger Barbara Olson. This contradicts with common strategy protocol, the opinion of the family of the flight crew, and professional pilots. The transponder was reportedly turned off 2 minutes later and the aircraft dropped off radar completely. By this time, the North Tower in New York had been struck, and all air traffic control centers in the country had been notified to be on the alert of suspicious aircraft. A few minutes later, the South Tower was struck. Air traffic control searched for American Airlines Flight 77 while notifying search and rescue at Langley Air Force Base that the Boeing 757 was missing, in which the aircraft was still several hundred miles from the Pentagon. At this time, the whole world knew that America was under attack, and for some reason Langley sat on it and did not launch fighters until almost 20 minutes later, sending them out over the Atlantic Ocean. Meanwhile, a new target appears, unidentified west of Dulles Airport, within Washington Class Bravo airspace more than 10 minutes prior to impact, and was tracked all the way to the Pentagon, again with Langley, Patuxent, and Andrews fighters nowhere in sight. There is no excuse for this. The aircraft that was unidentified on radar was allowed to complete a 330-degree maneuver approximately 3 to 5 miles southwest of the Pentagon for what looks to be the purpose of hitting a specific targeted area of the building that was recently renovated to withstand this type of impact and was nicknamed the Catcher's Mitt. One would think a terrorist would proceed directly to the Pentagon to spend the least amount of time in Washington airspace to avoid intercept, and as we have shown in this film, this direct path was entirely possible. When provided with the flight data recorder by the National Transportation Safety Board, we have determined many conflicts and were unable to get answers. Since September 11, 2001, we have started 2 wars, have plans of starting a 3rd, lost many ground zero workers, have exceeded the amount of 9/11 victims and soldiers' deaths, and lost many of our freedoms, all due to the powers granted this government from September 11, 2001.